Alright guys, we are back, and as you can see I've added some things. So we'll start right to left, front to back. So we've still got this Challenger 2 here. We still pretty much have the same units here, but I put another Challenger 2 and moved the artillery further back, the mortars, just because they got tore up pretty quick last time. There's another Challenger 2 right back here. They are all on zone as well, so if this one starts getting beat up pretty quick, it can kind of retreat and these guys can cover it. We have a bazooka gentleman right here, an AT guy. Let's go ahead and zoom around here so we can see that AT weaponry on his back. There we go. I added some barricades as well, so the tanks have a harder time just rushing in. We also have another bazooka gentleman right there, and I think there's one further back here somewhere, but I do know that there's two right there, a third right there, more barricades, one more AT soldier right there, and right there. Challenger 2. Another Challenger 2 hiding out right there. I might have went a little overboard. Another Challenger 2. Then I've once again moved these mortars back just a bit. Same deal with the ones over here. I moved them out from that little nook and closer back to this water. Not ideal position wise because they really don't have anywhere to run, but they are in a little bit better cover. And I have moved these guys, like I said, further back. I have also added field guns, actual cannons. These are M119s, 105 millimeter guns, so they should be able to at least mess with the tanks, if not take them out. We've got guys on those right now, as you can see, and some reinforcements in case one of those guys goes down. I've got a total of 6 out there right now. From what I could find, the British military is currently using the M118s, which I think are about the same. But the Red Rising one doesn't have those, so as you can see, we've got 6 of those guys, 2 extra artillery guys for each one. So hopefully those barricades should help. This is going to be a pretty big battle now, but the frame rate's probably going to get wrecked. So let me zoom out here. Switch over to our lovely EU forces here and take this away, and we will go ahead and get started. So actually I take that back. We need to hit the start button first. Actually, let me swing over, hit the start button, and then do this. Surprisingly, no one has seen that stupid Challenger tank yet, so maybe this will actually progress in the proper way. Move these guys ever so slowly up, and I think that's actually what exposed that guy last time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move these guys up through here, move these guys up through here as well, and that Challenger's probably gonna see them and open fire. These guys are gonna go up along here, and there's that Challenger. And we can see the Leopard taking shots. The Challenger is not returning fire though. Fascinating. Well, let's follow this Leopard on this little path here. Let's see. Is any of the other EU armor moving out? No. This Leopard is deciding to go it alone, and the Challenger's finally taking note of this. The Challenger's on fire, but the turret is jammed, so the turret's not going anywhere. And it looks like this Challenger might be out of commission. I think its hull's damaged. Oh. Track is heavily damaged, and that Leopard is by itself. No reinforcements have moved up, even from the German column here. So it looks like we are 1 Challenger out, and it looks like these guys are trying to damage this further. It is a sitting duck, but it does have that 50 cal that is going to work. tank guy is trying to repair it, and main gun's damaged as well. Looks like one of the AT guys, both of the AT guys are destroyed. This Challenger looks to be damaged pretty heavily. That 50 cal is going to work, and it looks like the rest of this is opening up. So let's switch over to the Brits here, see if we can... Oh, yeah, it does look like they're taking some fire. So it does look like this Leopard is doing a lot of work. It just probably stuck there though. Let's go ahead and see. It looks like the French column is moving in with the help of, once again, the Polish for some reason. I'm not sure if the field guns are doing anything or not. I do want to switch over and check on that. Man, my frame rate is having some trouble here. As we can see, this battle is heating up. Looks like one of the APCs is already down. Oh, a couple of the APCs are already down. Hopefully they got their troops out in time. It does look like the Polish tank is hanging out. I don't know what its deal is right now. Looks like that tank, or that APC, is having a time. Looks like this Challenger is shooting. Looks like these AT soldiers are doing... That AT soldier is going to shoot that wall. That would be brilliant. Looks like some of the infantry is moving up as well. Not 100% sure if the mortars or the real artillery is doing anything. Looks like this Challenger is taking some fire, but it doesn't seem to be super phased by it, as it looks like they're just grenades from these APCs down here. But we do have one of the ABG 50s. Gonna tell me, oh, the accessory kit is knocked out. So we've got a tank guy trying to get out to maybe repair this one, but it looks like both of the French tanks are down. The Germans surprisingly have not moved up. Looks like them and the Italians have kept back for some reinforcement style stuff here. So let's go ahead and try to get them into the action. All of the... Looks like most all of the infantry... Oh, no, I guess the Italians did move up. But the Italians and the Polish, but it does look like they're having themselves a time. So it looks like these Challenger 2s are okay. These Challenger 2s, this one might be a little damaged. This one seems to be okay. This one's alright. So it's this one. Looks like the only one we've lost so far would be this initial first one. Actually, this one might be gone. Yeah, it is. That one is still good to go, but it is pretty damaged. That's just a normal rifleman. These are a bunch of riflemen. Okay, so these are some tank operators. Let's see if we can get them to go fix that. Looks like this guy is doing some work. Let me scroll back here to the artillery. Doesn't look like they've done much of anything yet. They might be out of range, might be the reason why. Let's see if we can get them to fire. It does look like they'll be able to penetrate, but let's see if they'll have to move. They don't look like they're moving, but they could be super slow. Oh, no, yep. They did miss, but it was cool to watch them fire. They were just a little short. Don't really think that it matters all that much. And this guy, I don't know what he is doing, but would you like to get on the 50 cal? He is danger close. I actually need to stop that stupid artillery barrage, because that is gonna fucking kill that guy. Where you at? There you are. Yeah, you can stop now. Here, let's find something else for you to shoot at. Just... shoot back here. So switching back to the EU, looks like all of them, man, that's a cool looking scene. I'm gonna have to get a screenshot of that, man. That is beautiful. That's really cool to see all this infantry. Looks like we might have an Yeah, no, that's not an AT soldier. So it does look like a lot of the armor has been knocked out. Looks like the Germans still have their armor here. But that's effectively it. The rest of the EU forces are all infantry at this point, and they're trying to move up, but they're having a very difficult time of doing so. Let's try to move these guys maybe up against that, because I don't think there's a lot of British guys hanging out here. Let me get them right here. Looks like these guys are doing okay. They're taking fire. Oh yeah, they're getting shot up. Man, this guy's in a bit of a man. God, I love those noises. So you can see some movement around here. These infantrymen are trying to take up positions, move up. God, this is so cool looking. Yeah. And looks like the Challenger's still up and they can see that, but they're not messing around with it all that much. But yeah, no, these I think they're AMB 50s or 90s or something similar to that, but they went out way quicker this time. Those roadblocks did stop them, as well as that artillery probably helped in the extra tanks. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to switch back out of cinematic mode here just because it's a little easier for me to traverse. We have a lot of infantry that needs to move up if they're going to do anything. But they're in a really tough spot not having a lot of AT working. Why? Someone can get in there, and that cannon may not take that tank out, but better than just fucking not doing anything. So it looks like, let's see, we're gonna go ahead and send a couple of these APCs out. Might need to reinforce the main front here. And this is a good opportunity, I think, for the tank to pull through here, just because there's one operable tank. Oh Jesus, yeah, things are happening. The turret is jammed. Firing is happening. Firing is happening. Firefights are kind of erupting all over the place. Sounds like some artillery's going down. That one also got taken out. See if we can get him around there. So yeah, those three APCs got annihilated pretty quickly. I want to see maybe if I can get the tank to push up, and we'll follow this leopard around to see if it's the artillery that's doing it, or if it's probably one of those challengers, to be honest. Yeah, it does look like you can see one of the challengers over there. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's firing at that challenger. Man, this battle is getting real. It does look like some of the artillery might be firing off. Man, that is so cool looking. So let's go ahead and switch over to the British and see what we got. It looks like we have that other Leopard made it way back here before it got destroyed. It does look like we have one of these Challengers still operable. This one and this one seem to be doing alright. This one's in a weird position. I was probably taking out this Panther. So it does look like we have our mortars firing as well back here. Yep. Man, this is cool looking too. And let me do one thing real quick. Let's turn the silhouettes off. Just so I can get some cool screenshots out of this as well. Ah, man, this is so cool looking. And we'll go ahead and swap back here. Sorry, this is running super long, guys. I will get this moving. Let's go ahead and The EU's in a desperate situation here. They really want to take this town, so they're going to start trying to move up real fast here. And the armor's going to have to help them. The armor's going to move up, and we're going to try to get this APC to scosh up, maybe get this artillery taken out. Which brings me back to this batch of our... Who all is back here? Oh, these guys. I forgot these guys were here. Yeah, you go up here and reinforce. This guy is going to try... I don't think that Challenger's operable, so that's not going to do a whole lot. It does look like this Leopard is still doing its job, though. And that's going to kind of at least give the EU a nice little bonus of... a nice little morale boost. Because they're pretty demoralized right now, all of their armor being taken out so quickly, and all of them getting out pretty much at the right time to witness just this cluster, this catastrophe of armor here. So we're going to want to move our infantry up little by little so that we don't just walk into a massacre, but if we can get through, maybe, man, that artillery is laying into stuff. It does look like this APC is trying to do damage to this Challenger, and this Challenger is not operable, so I'm not 100% sure why it's still firing. That artillery is coming in. That is super cool looking. It is laying into the artillery. The artillery is trying. All of these mortar positions have been wiped out, so the EU is making progress, at least on one front. Try to move the infantry up along the side. They're freaking out, so of course they're going to want to get moving. It does look like this Leopard is still operable. Oh, no, it is not. The Leopard cannot move, but wow, these EU troops did not make it very far. So the middle column of EU troops here is pretty much decimated. I say that. There's a bunch of them right here. Still a lot of artillery, and that Challenger is still there. These guys are trying to move up little by little without getting just annihilated. The EU is probably going to have to pull back here, though. They don't have really any AT. They did not plan this thoroughly through, and by them, of course, mean me. But man, this is cool looking. Man, things are going crazy. We might be able to pull something off here. Man, that thing is just wrecking shop. It does look like all the infantry here did go down. We're gonna see if we can make it back there. Maybe try to take out those larger guns. All these AT positions, all these mortars back here are pretty destroyed. The artillery is trying to fire here, though. Looks like the turret is turning to take care of that. Or not. I'm not really sure what that turret's doing. So, God, I want to see if we can get one of these guys out here. See if he can repair. He can, okay. So we're going to get him to attempt to repair. Does look like these challenges are just going to lay into it. But this is a good opportunity for these guys to try to rush up. Because... oh, yeah, that APC is gone now. Yeah, no, the EU is going to have to pull out of this. This is just pure carnage. This is just absurd. Let's just kind of go across here. Oh, whoa, we got to witness that. They have a lot of infantry, but so do the British at this point, if I'm correct. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, the British still have not only a bunch of armor, a bunch of artillery, and a bunch of, not as much infantry as I believed they'd had, but they do have a little bit of a problem here. It does look like this guy's going to get in here, but I don't think there's enough crew operators, yeah, to actively do anything about that. But the EU is going to have to pull out. They just do not have the forces to take care of this right now. they are down to one leopard that's in pretty rough shape. Yeah, see, this guy still, he can't repair it, but I don't think he can do anything else. But this leopard is pretty much, I guess it's gotten 2-person kills and 1 tank kill, so it might be able to do something, but with all the artillery, all of the tanks, there's still 3 tanks left that are just trying to lay into this. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry this video is super long. I'm going to try to make sure these get a little quicker each time. But let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Let me know, out of the Red Rising mod, what you would like to see, or just vanilla Rob's Realism mod, any of that stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.